Now we have a guy that could probably get in there if you...
It's game day. The Edmonton Oilers hit the road once again. Happy Hump Day. Welcome to EST Afternoons here on Edmonton Sports Talk, coming to you live from the William Huff Studios, west side of the city. Joaquin, Gage, Hernan and Salas, Zach Kubusch with you here on this Wednesday. It's Oilers game day, of course, as they take on the Washington Capitals. We'll get to all the lineup changes ahead of this game and preview it with Sammi Silber from the Hockey News. She covers the Caps. She'll join us in about 18 minutes' time. Hernan's World coming your way as well this hour. In hour two, we'll head to Vegas, talk to Tim Hauraney, F1, the Las Vegas Grand Prix. I think it starts tomorrow. Qualifying Friday, and the race is actually Saturday, which is kind of cool and at a great time for us here in that live in the mountain time. So we'll be able to watch that one on Saturday night. Like always, hit us up, River Korean Box, 780-218-9999, and slam that thumbs up. And the nasty chat. Joaquin, how are you on this Wednesday?
I'm good. It was a fun day yesterday. Hey, that was good.
Yeah, it was fun.
It's nice. You know, it's funny because what did it take you, 45 minutes to get there?
Yeah.
So driving home, I went the other way home. Okay. And there's no difference from getting from here to my house or the Boston Pizza in Devon to my house.
For real?
Yeah, it was like 20. It was a little over 20. A little bit longer, maybe. But enjoyable drive. I miss driving, actually.
So I left right after you, 3:06. Yeah. I was back downtown by 3:40.
No, that's not bad.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool. It like driving that like from the Devon to the Highway 2. That was a nice, relaxing drive.
Oh, you went that? See, I went straight out the other way.
Oh, okay.
Down the hill, and I could tell people were getting a little bit angry with me. Because it's a road that I rarely travel on, so I didn't really know the speed limits. So I cruise, like I cruise at Gage speed, and usually that varies. And but I realized I was like 20 kilometers under the speed limit, and so I was like, "Ooh, I might get pulled over for going too slow here." Yeah. But then we got to the bridge, like that goes over the North Saskatchewan there, and I found myself, it's a nice road, but it was, it started to snow, like it was a little slippery. I didn't feel like I had the car underneath me, as they say in F1, right? Yeah. I was just kind of, I don't like this. And people were just right on my tail. And then 2 seconds later, we're all going the same speed. So, the roads are a little slick now. Slow down. Yeah. It's not that big a deal.
If you're a little bit late, I'm sure your boss would rather you show up late than...
Not at all.
Yeah, no one wants accidents. Terrible when they happen. You got to deal with it.
You try to have a kid like my daughter who thinks she's Oscar Piastri. I have to I sound like a parent a lot of the times. I go, look, before you get in, focus. Just focus on driving, and getting to school now is going to be a little bit more difficult. People are going to be upset because there's going to be traffic almost every morning. But just give yourself some room.
And keep your phone away from you.
Oh, yeah. She better. Well, I told her if she gets distracted driving, she's not driving anymore.
Yeah.
Well, because I can't afford the insurance anymore on her. So.
Yeah, I know for sure. Yeah. Oh, it was a nice drive. It was great for the Ben Stelter Foundation. Yeah. Up until its 22nd, sales from all the pizzas portions will go to the Ben Stelter Foundation. It was great. It was fun to be out there. We had a good show. Talking a lot about the Edmonton Oilers lost to the Buffalo Sabres. Now we're teeing up a game. And Joaquin, everybody here today, everybody's just kind of talking about the game, and no one really knows what to expect. This is where we're at with this team. Like, I have no idea what to expect tonight.
Yeah, no, I said that yesterday. It's kind of fun, actually. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. What team's going to show up? The lines are juggled. Everyone's different. Do we know who's starting in net?
I think it's Skinner. Let me double check that.
Okay. But I... maybe it's
confirmed. Yes.
Maybe I'm just looking for awaiting a train wreck or something. But I'm looking forward to see how this team, do they bounce back? Do they go deeper into the hole? Do these new lines actually catch some chemistry? Does Skinner have a game like he had 2 games ago where basically he held the fort for 30 minutes and they're able to get another victory? Because, 3 games left on this road trip.
Yeah.
You gotta try to win at least 2 of these, I think, to make it respectable. But it doesn't get any easier. No. You're going, although the Washington Capitals they're not the same team as last year. I think that Pierre-Luc Dubois is a cavernous hole for them. But you still have some good players over there. You still have to deal with Alex Ovechkin. I mean, if Alex Ovechkin is watching videos and seeing all the slot chances, he is...
he's drooling. Right?
Oh, my gosh. He is crushing Borscht right now, just waiting to get in there and let the howitzer go. But,
Gager, I mean, you've been doing radio for a long time now. Every time the Oilers lay a stinker and we are expecting the worst, they just completely flip the script on us.
That's why I find this like I told you at the beginning of the year, I'm going game to game with this team. Game to game. What's happened in the past? Yeah, kind of. You can look at it. It's kind of predicting the future, but I want to see what happens now. Now you got. I mean, talk about a box of chocolates defensive pairings here. You just don't know what you're going to get with these guys. I mean, Nurse and Bouchard. Oh, I can't wait.
Like, we got to embrace Bouchard. I've been saying that for 3 weeks now, and he's gotten a lot better.
He's fine. It's Nurse that. I mean, we kind of railroaded Nurse a little bit there yesterday.
I mean, I don't think we're the only ones.
No, but
but we're honest. Like, what is he? And I don't think we got an answer.
Sometimes I feel bad when I speak about Nurse poorly because his wife, she was a dancer.
Okay.
And my daughter was doing something, and Darnell Nurse's wife was there, and Darnell Nurse's wife came up to my daughter and said, "You're really good." And now I'm like, "Oh shoot." Well, your husband sucked last night.
Hey,
no, my daughter didn't say that.
Hey, man, like Darnell he's got, I don't know if he can be better. I mean, sure, he can be better, but I don't think the ceiling's that higher. It's going to get any higher for him at this point. Do you think Darnell's letting the noise get to him, like finally? Because it's pretty bad. And listen, we were pretty harsh yesterday with our assessment of his game so far. But that's what it is, man. That's what we do. We break down the players and the sports that we cover and all that. And is it fair sometimes? I don't know. But do you think that affects him? Do you think it's finally catching up to him? Maybe that's why he can't get out of this rut.
Finally now, people talking poorly about him? Are you kidding me? If it was going to happen, it would have been years ago. I don't think it's... I think he's developed such a tough skin that doesn't affect him anymore. Yeah, if you were to sit down with Darnell Nurse away from cameras, away from microphones, and ask him, how do you think you're playing? I'm pretty sure he would say, look, I'm not to where I should be. I haven't played to the best of my abilities yet. But, I mean, who on this team has played to their abilities? No
one really. I mean,
Roslovic is the only one that really comes to mind. And, man, I don't know if you watched the Leafs game, but Stetcher looked great last night.
He got some great reviews from the Leafs media.
Like,
how did the Oilers put this guy on waivers?
How is this guy not playing? Like, it was like, oh my gosh, we just did something horribly wrong.
Oh man. Okay, let's get to those lines. Okay, so news is Knobloch mentioned today in his presser, Philp, Curtis Lazar both out for the remainder of the road trip. Upper body injuries. I don't know when they got hurt walking. Maybe sitting on the bench for the whole entire third period, but they're out. Sure. This is what we got, Joaquin.
Yes.
So they're going to go 11-7. Savoy, McCabe. Savoy, McDavid, Roslovic. Podkolzin, Draisaitl, Mangiapane. Frederick with Henrique and Hyman. And then Janmark and Tomaszek are your 10th, 11th. Nurse with Bouchard. Ekholm with Kulak. Wallman with Regula. Emberson's your 7th, and confirmed Stuart Skinner is getting the start. I was all up in arms earlier this morning when I saw these lines. I was like, what the hell is Knob doing? Now, one thing is, sure, because of injuries, he's got to go to 11-7. I think because of their cap situation, they can't really call anyone up. So they're going to roll like this for the rest of the road trip. And then the second thing, Joaquin, I thought about, Why do I get so upset 6 minutes into the game? We know what's going to happen.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
So well, what's interesting though with the lines that the one key was where Hyman is right now, right? Because he's played 2 games so far. He's probably one of Edmonton's best players over that 2-game period, if not the best. Like him and Roslovic, I think, are the only guys that really were noticeable and played a style that to the eye test looked like they gave a crap a little bit more. And so maybe he's looking for some sort of balance, right? This team needs balance. I'm sure Knoblauch doesn't want to have to Oppenheimer it every single game too. He'd love to be able to just keep his lines together and roll them, but he tries to find stuff, and maybe having Hyman where he is can ignite that group to start playing in that Hyman style, tenacity, getting in on forward checks, just being a nuisance to play against. Maybe that'll stoke that fire.
Yeah, and I also think this plays well into Knob's hands, though. You know why? Because then going 97-29, no one's going to say anything because it's 11-7. He's just it's easier for him to go to it.
Yeah. Right?
Because you're down a forward, and you can just you're going to throw Hyman on there. You're probably going to throw Roslovic for a shift, probably Savoy.
The Play Alberta odds, I don't know if we can get those, but over under, at what time in the game do we see Connor Leon and Zach Hyman together?
Probably when Caps make it 1-0. Like for real. Like, and this is the thing. Like, we're talking about we don't know what to expect from the Oilers. What we can expect is they'll start slow. They won't have many shots, right? They'll wait till something happens, whether a big hit or a penalty or they get scored on. This team doesn't score first a lot, Joaquin, so it's difficult. I don't know if 7 defensemen helps. Maybe it helps in terms of you want to hold someone accountable.
That's the reason he went to it last time.
Yeah.
Right? And maybe he's found, I'm disgusted. I can't, you go down to 5D, you're hurting your team almost, right? Yeah. So at least this way, maybe it sparks a little bit more effort, more quicker decision-making, a little bit more tenacity on his, because after last game, you're thinking, okay, I got to shake things up, and I got to shake things up on the forward group. So really, I know we've been harping on Knoblauch to keep the lines together, but I think I kind of agree with what he's doing for tonight's game and just throwing out the blueprints and starting something fresh.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, this team struggles creating off the rush. They can't make a pass. They can't defend right now. They seem lost, disconnected.
They'll do it tonight.
Or tomorrow. They'll go 1-1. Do you believe that? Like these next 2 games.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
I told you, I'm staying in the moment. I'm just
that's
I have to see what, because this is a Capitals team that I think they can beat, right?
They're 9-8-2, Joaquin. Just quickly want to look at the standings here. But the East is such a weird, because, I mean, yeah, they got 20 points, but they win tonight. They're in a wild card spot. Yeah, that's right. So, but we look at it on the surface, and they're just ahead of Buffalo.
There's interesting players over there, right? Obviously, Ovechkin. That Connor McMichael's fun to watch. That Protas is a beast. With Tom Wilson, obviously missing Pierre-Luc Dubois, like I said.
You know who the leading scorer for Washington is?
Strome?
Tom Wilson.
Tomlinson.
Points and goals. Good for him.
Really?
Yeah.
He's a unicorn, man.
Keep your head up, Oilers.
I mean, if I'm a young player, and I know everyone wants to be McKinnon, McDavid, Draisaitl, right? You want to be that, but some of that is talent that just doesn't grow on trees, right? And it's cultivated over time, obviously. But I mean, I think the things that set people aside are those areas where a lot of guys just aren't willing to go into. Yeah. And if you can be a I mean, obviously size has something to do with it, but a player like Tom Wilson and his value to his team, it exceeds what he can put up on score sheets. He strikes fear into guys. You don't know if if you do something, all of a sudden he's standing in front of you. He creates room on the ice. And the scariest thing is he scores, he's a very unique player. And I think, I was listening to the morning show and they were talking about how Trent Frederick was thrust onto the first line when he got here, right?
Yes.
And I think what they were really hoping for was as kind of a Tom Wilson type that could play with McDavid.
Yeah.
And that would kind of old, when he played with some other guys they were able to create a little bit more room for McDavid.
I heard that too, Joaquin. It's interesting, but I look at it this way. If you're that fragile because you got taken off the line 2 games in, like, what are we doing here? And you're right. Maybe they were like, this is our power forward. Because remember when Bowman is asked, why'd you sign him to an 8 year? Because he's a unique player. That means he's the power forward that you don't see a lot of in the
He's unique, all right.
Like, he's not even close to Tom Wilson.
No.
Oh, come on.
Not even close.
Yeah.
But Tom Wilson, I would have time for Tom Wilson being on the Olympic team.
Yeah. And he was very close last time.
Yeah.
And you're right, though. Like, that's maybe what they saw. And then they're like, well, maybe. Like, and that's the thing, because Dusty was talking with Rishog and Eric, and they're like, he doesn't skate well. But then Rishog said he talked to Struddy about the high ankle, and he said it took him about a year to get over his. That's Jason Strudwick. I'm pretty sure that's what he said.
Struddy's not strong in the lower half, though.
But then you talk to Cass and Beldy, and they're like, he's fine.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
It's been
yeah.
long enough.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So,
I mean, everyone's different, too,
sure.
right? Like, and maybe it affects, like, with defensemen, I don't know, maybe a high ankle sprain is a little bit harder to overcome because of the skating backwards to forwards. It's a little bit different than being a forward, getting around the ice. Yeah,
so it's an interesting. Listen, don't get upset about the lines. You know exactly what's going to happen. That's Oilers hockey right now. It's 97-29, playing 23 to 28 minutes a night, and hopefully they score enough to win the game. That's Oilers hockey. There's nothing else. For right now, that's it, and that's what's going to happen tonight. We're going to get a heavy dose of 29-97. It's good for us because they're exciting players. Mm-hmm. But again, Joaquin, I think we've been saying it now. It's not early anymore. This is game 22. Until this team learns or wants to play defense, nothing's going to matter.
Nope.
You can win tonight 5-4, and if you're letting in 4 horrible goals again as a whole, as a team, you're going to go into Tampa, probably lose, and it's just going to keep going this way throughout the season. Win 1, lose 2, win 2, lose 1. It's going to continue like that. You're not going to find any rhythm. You're not going to find any win streaks. This team's got to play the right way, Joaquin. Right now, I'll be honest, I don't know if they're capable of it.
I don't know what the right way is for this team.
Yeah, exactly. There's so much wrong. I don't know where they can start.
Well, that's the talk of identity. I don't know what type of hockey makes this team successful right now. I mean, obviously, bare bones hockey will work, like hard grinding style to grind teams down, but you can't play like that for 82, but it's a start, at least.
Start with just playing sound defensively. And it starts with Wallman and Nurse and Kulak and hey, we'll throw Bouchard and Echo because they started bad. They've gotten better, thankfully.
You can't be allowing the amount of high-scoring chances.
It's like you said, the Washington's probably watching film and saying, ooh,
man,
we're going to feast.
We're gonna have some good chances to score tonight.
Washington did beat them 2 games last year. One was a butt kicking here. I think they scored 7 on the Oilers.
Yeah.
But the year before, the Oilers swept. They've kind of gone back and forth, sweeping the season series the last 4 years. So we'll see what happens tonight. And coming up next, we will head to Washington, talk to Sammi Silber from the Hockey News. She covers the Caps. We'll get a good idea of what's going on with that team down there and what kind of issues they're going to present the Oilers tonight as the Edmonton Oilers look to bounce back after a very, very disappointing loss in Buffalo on Monday night. That's all coming up here on EST Afternoons, of course, presented by Play Alberta. All you have to do is deposit $50 or more to get a $50 free bet or a $50 casino bonus. Use promo codes EST50, EST Casino, and EST Sports, and the afternoon inbox, like always, presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino. Check out their Tap 25 restaurant where the entire menu is 50% off 7 days a week from 2 to 5 p.m. We head to Washington next here on EST Afternoons.
The Oilers and Capitals matchup in Washington. Edmonton dressing 11 forwards and 7 defensemen, with Curtis Lazar, Noah Philp out for the remainder of the road trip with upper body injuries. Ty Emberson and David Tomashek step into the lineup. Join Tom Gazzola on location at Hudson's Wide Ave for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pre- and post-game shows. Coverage starts at 4 o'clock. Right here on EST. And 3 other games around the NHL, including the Bruins and Ducks butting heads at 8 o'clock. For the Panthers, Eetu Leostarainen is out week to week after suffering burns in a barbecue accident yesterday. No set timeline on his return. And back in Edmonton, the Elks have extended Noah Curtis and Cordell Jackson. Jackson's contract is good through 2027, with Curtis locked up to the end of the 2026 campaign. To the NFL, Shedeur Sanders will make his first career start for the Browns on Sunday against the Raiders, and there's 9 games in the association. The Raptors test the 76ers at 5 o'clock. Toronto looking for 5 straight wins. Sammi Silber to preview all things Caps next on EST Afternoons. I'm Zachary Kubusch, and you're up to date.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
Chris Johnson joined us.
The Oilers are in a unique spot. It has not been a good first quarter part of the season. I'm not here to try to sell you a monorail and say, hey, what you're watching, it's actually looks a little better than what you're seeing. I do still think that they're going to be a team that's the buyer as the deadline approaches. I do think that there's help coming, but that help, when's it going to arrive? The trade deadline's March 6th. That help might still be 3 months away from coming through the door.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings 6 to 9. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
From the first time on skates to wearing a special jersey passed down through generations, Sentinel Storage is here for you. Store your sports gear to create space for all life's adventures. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Looking for flooring? Paramount Flooring has it all. Sales, service, and expert installation with options for every style and budget. Open 7 days a week. We've got you covered. Quick delivery and in-stock deals. Plus, EST listeners get 10% off. Visit ParamountFlooring.ca today.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. Celebrate the holiday season with the Tenors. Joy to the World Tour at River Cree, December 19th. From timeless classics to fresh renditions of favorites, the Tenors arrive just in time for Christmas. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement. Bet on it.
Get ready for a feast like no other. 40-ounce steak night is back this November at the Canadian Brewhouse. Sink your teeth into a hand-cut 40-ounce ribeye with all the fixins for just $49.99. Tickets available now in store or at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
We're back here on EST Afternoons, Edmonton Oilers game day, 5 o'clock puck drop. That means Reed Wilkins, Jay Milne will jump on with the Reed Wilkins Show from 3 to 4. Then it's the Oil Stream pregame show with Tom Gazzola live from Hudson's on White from 4 to 5. And then Reed and Jay will jump on for the final hour and take you right up until 6. And, of course, the boys will return for the post-game show, and hopefully for them, they're talking about an Oilers win. And very excited for our next guest. Sammi Silber from the Hockey News covering the Washington Capitals is brought to you by Old Country Towing, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 roadside rescue team. Fast, safe, and reliable for over 15 years. Whether it's a game day or a snowstorm, we work as hard as your favorite team to get you going. Call 780-986-6088 for all your towing needs. And with that, we bring in Sammi Silber from the Hockey News. Sammi, how are you doing today?
Good. How are you guys?
We're doing excellent. just breaking down an Oilers club that hasn't played very good hockey so far this season, and another tough test. So let's talk about the Caps. Currently 8-9-2 on their season. Their last game was on Monday, was a 2-1 win over the Kings. What did they do well in that game? Because the Kings were coming in hot.
Yeah, I think you saw Washington play arguably one of their best games this season, right? I mean, you look at the Caps, and obviously the record hasn't been what they've wanted. You look at the advanced numbers, and everything looks good. When you have 5-on-5, numbers and goal shares, being pretty decent, but at the same time, the lack of execution is the main issue, and getting pucks in the back of the net. And then you look at special teams, which is a whole other discussion. But, you looked at the game against LA, and, it was a very defensively strong game. Charlie Lindgren, a big reason that they come out with 2 points in that as well. But everybody was just on the same page. You saw some new line combinations that were clicking pretty well. So I think a lot went into it, and you saw a confident team that knows what it's capable of, and it paid off against, the NHL's best road team. So good one.
Sammy, how big of a hole is not having Pierre-Luc Dubois in this lineup for the Washington Capitals right now?
Oh, it's a big hole for sure. I think you look at, Dubois and what, sorry, my dog is like going crazy. And of course, like she was calling before the show, now she's like, oh, I want to be on TV. Dubois, he's a big part of the lineup, right? I think you look at what he did last year and obviously earned some Selke consideration. He's a 60-point guy. He's somebody who, not only puts up points and produces and, complements, Tom Wilson and Alexei Protas really well in that top six, but he matches up against, the McDavids of the world, the Draisaitls, the Eichels of the world, some of the NHL's best. He's able to shut them down and play a really responsible defensive game. So Cap's obviously missing him right now, especially with the puck, not necessarily going in the back of the net. But, they believe the answer lies within the locker room, and they're doing what they can to fill the void here.
Sammy, the early season struggles for the Caps, like you said, they're still trying to find their game. Can that be tied to their special teams? 30th on the power play, which is a little mind-boggling with the talent they have there, and 26th on the PK. Is that kind of led to why it's a bit of a slow start?
Oh, for sure it has. I mean, it would be ignorant of me to sit there and be like, oh no, not at all. No, it's a big reason. There have been games. You can point to the shootout loss in Buffalo. A few days back, and you look at how things go, and that's a game that you have a lot of power plays, especially third period power plays, that could, make or break the difference and get you a goal that can win you that game and help you leave with 2 points. And they can't get it done, right? And on the flip side, you look at the penalty kill. I think it's been 3 straight games that they've given up a power play goal, and there are just circumstances and situations on special teams that really can be the difference between leaving with 2 points or, leaving with no points or maybe sneaking away with 1 if you're lucky. But it's an area that's hurting, and you look at the talent on the roster and you think, man, with talent like that and the greatest goal scorer, it's got to be so easy, right, to put one in the back of the net. But it's just not, and I think it's much different if you're on the ice, and the league is changing. Penalty kills are much more in your face these days and aggressive, and you have a veteran group who, has seen the league change and has to adapt to it. So a lot goes into it, but special teams definitely a big part of why the record isn't where Caps want it to be.
Sammy, so when I look at last year, the Caps came out of the gates. They were gangbusters. I think they caught a lot of teams off guard just at how they were a different team. And I think a lot of teams didn't realize how good they were until halfway through the season. Now, having that type of success, getting a couple rounds in the playoffs, you kind of sometimes you look too far ahead. But how much of that is this? I mean, you look at the standings, and it's not like they're light years out of a playoff spot here. But compared to last year, it's slightly different. How much does that equate to teams realizing, hey, this isn't the Washington Capitals team of old. They're actually quite competitive, as to maybe just a little bit of a slow start from this team out of the gate?
Yeah, I mean, that's a really good question. I think you can kind of point at both, right? I mean, it's, you look at the league and like I just, mentioned, how it's changed and there's so much. I mean, you talk to the players too, and there's so much film and there's so many ways to get inside a team and kind of pre-scout and, figure things out. And, the Caps, caught a lot off guard with the way they played last year, because obviously a lot of people weren't expecting them to be contenders. And I think they kind of use that, to motivate them. But at the same time, I mean, like you see, I mean, you look at the advanced numbers and the Caps aren't playing bad hockey. There's arguably games where you look at that and you're like, man, like that other team did not deserve to win tonight. The Caps probably did. But when it comes down to it, if you're not scoring on special teams and teams have figured you out and they know the same old system, in that aspect, yeah, that's going to hurt a little bit. But at the same time, that's just the game of hockey. It's what makes it the best game in the world, right? When things, the bounces and surprises that can happen. And, sometimes you have good chances, or you have the goalie beat and it hits a post or hits a crossbar, or you score a goal and it's just a tad offside, or you get scored on and you think you have the challenge in the bag and you don't. I think the Caps have lost a handful of challenges this year too. So there's a lot that contributes to it. It makes the game, obviously more interesting. Is it more fun for the Caps? Absolutely not. It doesn't make it fun. But no, I mean, that's hockey, right? So I think you see a team going through the ebbs and flows, but a team that also is navigating, hey, in some departments, like, on our special teams, there are teams that have figured us out. So it's a fine balance, and it's all about navigating that process now.
Sammi Silber from the Hockey News joining us here, talking all things Washington Capitals. Okay, Sammy, we gotta get the goods from you on Andrew Mangiapane. Good year last year in Washington, mostly playing on the third and fourth line. This year, now he's dropped to the bottom six with some bodies coming back from injury. He's a team worst -15. Can you tell Oiler fans about this player? Is he better suited in that bottom six than in that top six?
I think Mangiapane is a really interesting player, because when the Caps traded for him, you saw a lot of different places where he could fit, right? You're like, oh, here's a guy who could play top six, or who could slot in on top power play, slide in, a little bit with, Ovi and Stromer to start last season, and then kind of moves down to the bottom six on the third line. And if you look at the Caps' third line, I mean, you guys are in Edmonton, you're not in Washington, but the third line was just a big question mark all last year, right? So you look at a guy like Mangiapane, and he kind of is a player, I think, that is a Swiss Army knife player, but is trying to find that identity in the NHL as a Swiss Army knife player. I mean, you look at the time he was in Calgary, and he, obviously was scoring a lot and playing, a much different role. And then he comes to Washington, doesn't have that consistency that he had in the past, but still gets on the board and can play, solid minutes, but does drop into questionable role. Now he's in Edmonton, and obviously the bottom six might be more suited just with the amount of talent that Edmonton has. And as you figure things out and you put guys with different players and you manage their minutes a little bit, things are going to change, especially as players get older. I hate when we use the term old with hockey, because you look at guys and it's not old, but it's hockey older, and Mangiapane's not old by any means, but, he is a veteran and more tenured than other players. And so, I think you see a guy who's a Swiss Army knife kind of player, but just hasn't been able to embrace that role yet. And now it's about finding consistency in being a guy who can move up and down the lineup. So, as struggles happen, maybe the bottom six is obviously where you're going to play. And now it's up to him to take that role and embrace it and run with it.
Trust me, Sammy, I'm one person that does hate the term old as well, as I have shoes older than some of the guys that work here. So, but speaking of old players and old things, I completely selfish question here. Watching the moment of Andrei Kopitar and Alex Ovechkin kind of exchange the jerseys, which is cool. Obviously, this is Kopitar's announced his last year in the NHL. How many more years in your mind, or can you estimate how many more years is Ovi going to keep playing here?
Oh man, God, I wasn't expecting you to ask that question at all. It's tough. You look at O, and I mean, he loves hockey. It's unbelievable. He lives and breathes the sport. He's such a huge part of that locker room, and it's hard to really imagine a Caps room or a Caps team without Alex Ovechkin. It's like seeing a Yeti. It's like it's so rare. I think, but when you look at O and you see his career and you see how things gone, maybe the start of the season wasn't exactly what he wanted it to, but now he's on a little bit of a heater. Okay, now he's starting to pick up the production. And you look at those circumstances and you're like, okay, like when he looks slower, is it like, oh, is this the end? But then, he starts picking up and you're like, no, it's not the end. So it's kind of, I think it's a slippery slope to talk about Ovi and retirement because, we've talked about it before and he says, as long as I love it, I'm going to keep playing. It's a guy who puts everything he loves into this game. And it's not like he's puttering around, playing like 6 minutes a night, barely able to get out there. I mean, he's still throwing his weight around. He's still finding the back of the net. He's getting to the right spots. He's making plays. I think he has, 15 points in 19 games, which isn't shabby at all, for a guy who's 40. So we don't know. He still hasn't decided, and people can, some people have pointed to, recent jersey swaps and they're like, oh, that means it's it. I'm like, no, retirement does not. Like that's like, if you're thinking that way, like, that's just like, what are you doing? So I think, you look at O and I think he really is playing it by ear. And he's also, the kind of guy who, the Caps respect and he's going to go out the way he wants to go out. And at this point, he's just enjoying the ride and having fun and doing what he can. And he still wants to win and he still has a lot left in the tank. So I wouldn't call this the end of Ovi based on, speculation on what's out there. He even said, over the summer, like, what's this retirement talk? Like, I haven't made any decision, you know what I mean? So it's a guy who's just living his best life and it's just a wait and see situation right now for sure.
Sammi, you play hockey, right?
I do play hockey.
Who do you play for? What position?
I captain the Ghost Pirates. Shout out to them. I'm a left wing, and I'm a goalie too. I play for another. Yeah, I play for the Kraken Capitals. So they kind of combine both team names. So I play for them, and I'm their goalie. So I play wing and goalie. It's fun, not defense, because my co-captain Garrett Suter. Shout out to him. My co-captain. He. I'll be like, oh, I'll play defense. No, you are not a defenseman. Like, he very, very quickly. He's very blunt. I love the guy. But yeah, left wing and goalie.
Shohei Ohtani of hockey. That's pretty good.
Look at Sammi here, right?
I try. I do it all. I'm a full right, too.
Sammi, great stuff on the Capitol. Should be a fun one. Like we're telling you, and you can tell your colleagues there, we have no idea what to expect from the Oilers. They've just been all over the place right now. Hopefully they start on time, and it's a good game. But enjoy the game. Thank you for taking the time, and I'm sure we'll have you on again.
Yeah, no, please do. This was the most fun I had, and my dog's been listening the whole time, and she loved it. She's a fan, so yeah, love to be back, and thank you guys for having me.
All right, that's Sammi Silber from the Hockey News covering the Washington Capitals. Goalie and left.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's
pretty cool. We should ask, like, does she excel more out or in net, right?
Yeah, because I suck out.
Do you think, like, in the third period they're down and they're like, we need you to go in? Right? Yeah.
Could be it, right?
Now, Gager, when you started playing hockey, like, when did you know you were going to be a goalie and continue with that? Because most players don't start. Good question, net, right?
Yeah, like, did you start out and then?
No, I was played out, but so when you're really little. And you're out there, and the buzzer goes, and that's when it tells you how to change. Like every kid hates that, right? They just want to be out there all the time. Yeah. So the next year, we were playing, and I hated coming off the ice. And my coach, who was the head of kinesiology at UBC, took us in, and mad scientist tested us all. And we did fast twitch muscle fiber biopsies, and I had the highest count.
Oh, really?
And so we didn't have a goalie. And so the next day, my dad said, I got a surprise for you. I go, oh, boy. I'm like, I don't know what it is. And it was all the Kerrsdale Point Grey minor hockey goalie equipment, right?
Oh, wow.
And so and I was like, I was pumped because now I didn't have to leave the ice. I could stay out the whole time. And then it's actually funny. So today, a guy texts me, and the next year, another goalie joined the team. His name is John Spencer-Nairn. Okay. And he would play, and I hated sitting out. So I played out on the games where he played, and then I went net when I was supposed to play. So I played dual that year. But, and of course, the rest is history. I loved playing goal. But John Spencer-Nairn, do you know Corner Gas?
Yeah.
Remember the show? His sister that was running around the rinks, she was the cop in Corner Gas.
Is that right?
Yeah. And the fact is, yesterday, just today, like he said he requested me on Facebook, and I just talked to him today.
That's insane.
That's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
So
the guy, small world. Wow.
The guy that would take the net from you.
Yeah. So that's that was the reason I became a goalie in the first place.
That might have to be story of the year. Might not be Trev's story though of you coming to his house.
Well, if I didn't switch to goal, I wouldn't have been at Trev's house. So obviously mine is a little bit more impactful.
Yeah, it's destiny.
And you and your new Facebook friend, like you made it to the Chell, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did he keep playing?
No,
or?
I think he stopped after a year or two. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wasn't his thing.
No.
Okay, cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Because I don't think anyone starts as well. I guess some kids.
Some
start.
kids do. Yeah.
Because it's because you get the pads, right?
Well, now I don't think kids are cool with it anymore. They like all the sticks are shiny and
that's true.
And the skates are all.
Yeah, that's why there's no good Canadian goalies anymore.
I think so. I really think so. Back in the day, well, there's no. I mean, the goalies nowadays, it's so methodical. Like it's not a sexy position anymore. Like you don't see windmills and pad stacks and stuff, and so it's very like obviously there's some really good goaltenders to watch, but the game's changed, and I just think it's going to take a Carey Price type, like, or a Dominic Hasek, a Patrick Waugh type of goalie that comes around and dominates. And he's probably going to revolutionize the position in some respect and adjust his game. And that will spark a whole new generation of goalies that say, I want to be like that guy. Because rarely when you talk to players, they go, oh, I'd rather be that guy. And most parents don't want to be the parents of goalies too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the equipment's pretty expensive. First off,
it's no more expensive than really pads are expensive and stuff, but I mean,
it's not like that guy's playing out have no equipment on.
Yeah. Like skates are. Parents are buying their kids like $1,200 pair of skates. Like,
and then the stick
because they think that's going to help them score.
No, and I would almost like if I had young ones and they were playing hockey. I know it would be tough, but I would say you're not using one of those sticks because it's way too advanced for you. You need something where you can feel the puck. I'd have them try to just use wood sticks.
Yeah.
And then once they get strong enough and are able to use one of those sticks properly, like it makes no sense. Like you're buying something for $400, taking it home, sawing it down to a mini stick and letting them use this thing. Come on.
Yeah. And the kid doesn't like the kids are just there too.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. Right.
All right. Portion of this hour brought to you by the Canadian Brewhouse. Win big this football season at the CBH. Score your shot at a trip to the Super Bowl, plus weekly prizes and more, plus $1 off Budweiser and Bud Light tankards. Details at CanadianBrewhouse.com. On the other side of the break, of course, we'll continue to talk Oilers throughout the show. Tim Hauraney also coming up in hour 2. We got our Screw It, Let's Do It parlay, a courageous moment for the Alberta Blue Cross. But up next, it's Hernan's World for the Garrison Memorial Golf and Curling Club. That's all coming up. Slam that thumbs up. Hit us up, Nasty Chat in River Cree Box 780-218-9999.
A bit banged up. Curtis Lazar and Noah Philp missing the rest of the road trip with an upper body injury. They'll dress 11 forwards, 7 defensemen tonight against the Capitals, with Ty Emberson and David Tomashek returning to the lineup. Catch the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show as Tom Gazzola, Ben Thompson preview the game, with Tommy hosting the show live on location from Hudson's White Ave. Tune in at 4 only on EST. A trio of other games in the NHL. The Canes and Wild go at it. The Flames and Sabres clash while Boston visits Anaheim. And in Florida, Eetu Luostarinen is out week to week for the Panthers after suffering burns in a barbecue accident yesterday. WHL action, the Oil Kings and Rockets drop the puck at 8 o'clock. Edmonton looking for 10 wins in a row. And back at home, the Double E have extended Noah Curtis and Cordell Jackson. Curtis is now signed through the end of next season. Jackson locked up through 2027. To the NBA, it's the Raptors and 76ers matching up. Toronto on a 4-game win streak. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood the Duke. Locally owned and operated since 1993. They're more than just plywood. They offer everything from doors and flooring to decking, fencing, and custom millwork. Windsor Plywood the Duke. They're the experts you need to know. Hernan's World up next on EST Afternoons. I'm Zachary Kubusch, and you're up to date.
The EST Hangout.
I came through town 3 or 4 years ago in the heart of winter, and we went out and had a night, and I biffed it. There's like that park on 108th Street towards Jasper. I was taking him for his first donair. It was probably like 3:30 in the morning. I wiped out. But I was okay. I got up like a cat.
As long as you didn't have the donair with you and then everywhere.
The donair kind of
protect the donair.
Yeah.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Hockey is heating up, and so is the excitement on Play Alberta. With casino winners every hour, jackpots worth millions, and revenue that stays in the province, there's never been a better time to sign up. Right now, our listeners can score a $50 free bet when they make a minimum $50 deposit with code EST50. That's code EST50 for a $50 free bet. Start playing with your game sense today to find out if you're Alberta's next winner. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, please use your game sense. At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
Hi, Dennis from Weiss Johnson here, and we're excited to be partnering up with the Nielsen Show and have a special deal exclusive for Nielsen Show listeners. Get 10% off any new Trane furnace, air conditioner, or heat pump installation from now until the end of October. Bundle a furnace with an AC or heat pump and get 25% off the package price. Get your home comfort now for all seasons with Weiss Johnson and Trane. Trane, it's hard to stop a train. Visit WJSportsTalk.com today.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
We're back here on EST Afternoons on this Wednesday. Hey, how about them Oil Kings, eh? 9 straight, man.
Start getting some of those guys on here.
They're rolling. We don't want to ruin the win streak.
Oh, yeah, maybe not.
Good for them, man. Good for them. They're rolling.
The Curtis it was a goalie. It was a Christian.
Oh, okay. Oh, Christian. I remember Christian.
Yeah, Christian sticks. So if you, we were talking about goalie stuff and goalie equipment, and one of the most unique goalie sticks of all time was the Christian Curtis Curve stick. So if you go onto the old interweb and have a look at this thing, the handle was curved, and it was curved at the top too, supposedly to, I don't know, make you shoot it better or something like that. And then Vic did it, and I think I had the Victoriaville one. Those were my favorite sticks, by the way. The Victoriaville sticks, I could take a slap shot with them.
Is that right?
Yeah.
We were just talking about Jonathan Quick, Dustin Wolf, the best names for goaltenders in hockey. Like
Right now?
Not nicknames, so.
No, just straight names.
Yeah, just straight name. Like Quick and Wolf, like you can't beat that, can you?
No. I'm trying to. Is there anyone else that's?
I'm looking at a list, but no. Osgood?
Well, that's a good one.
That's not a bad.
Yeah.
Are we talking only current goalies or all time?
All
You can go
time.
all time. Might as well look in the.
And the good thing about Jonathan Quick is he was quick.
It's really quick.
And the good thing about Dustin Wolf, he is a lone wolf.
Yeah. I see what you did there.
Yeah,
Good job, buddy. I
Yeah,
like that.
thank you. Joaquin Gage was pretty good. That's true too.
It was okay.
Because Gage, you can rhyme it with like Cage and Drew Doughty. You're pulling at the heartstrings. Peter Sidorkiewicz. I don't know if that's a good goal.
Spencer Knight. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Evgeny Nabokov.
That's from Casino Jeeler J there.
Gump Worsley.
Like Gump, sure.
Yeah.
Probably the first name.
I mean, if Forrest Gump came out back then when he played, that would have been huge, right?
Oh, yeah.
He would have had Forrest Gump. His game's like a box of chocolates. There's so many things that he could have done.
Yeah. So we're not talking nicknames. We're actually talking like their real
names.
That they turned out to be goalies, and it's pretty cool. I think Wolf, Quick are good ones. Spencer Knight's a really good one. I didn't even think of that one. Hydro, we just said no nicknames.
Yeah, if you have any, go into the Nasty Chat or the River Cree inbox.
So we also got Gager. We got Knight. Sidorkiewicz from Drew Doughty.
Tuukka Rask.
Oh.
Yeah, some Finnish ones are pretty good, right? Like Rask is good.
Jim Carrey, because he was the mask.
That was funny. He was good too.
Really good. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen.
Pete Peters. That's just classic name.
Legend.
Yeah.
Felix Potvin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it sounds good. I mean, because if we did nicknames, there's so many good ones. Yeah, Jim Carrey was the net detective.
The net detective, yeah.
You know what he should have done? He should have had his mask the color of the mask. Like movie, right?
That would have been great.
That would have been good.
Yeah.
Oh, Ben Bishop.
Yeah. Chess piece,
that?
big
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, that was okay.
Ron Tugnut.
Barry Cheevers. Tim Thomas.
Stu Skinner is elite.
Thanks, Ace.
A good name. Yep.
Tommy Salo. I mean, he's one of my favorite goaltenders. Abby Boulin's not bad.
Yeah. But then we're always going to get into like what stemmed from Boulin, like the Boulin Wall. That was good, right?
Peter Budaj.
Spelt weird though.
Yeah.
There's good ones though.
There's some alright.
Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen.
No. Johnny Bauer.
What?
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Johnny Bauer. Well, Hernan's World taking on a world of its own.
Yeah, there's some good
This
names.
wasn't even planned. Hey, Hernan's World brought to you by the Garrison Memorial Golf and Curling Club, accepting registration now for Thursday night men's curling league. Plus, book your bonspiel for the upcoming season and get free ice rental with the purchase of a buffet dinner. Visit egmgolf.com for more details. Gents, I know we talked about this. I want to say it was pretty recent, but we're
getting an emergency alert here.
Oh, yeah. They're doing the tests at 1:55 today.
Oh.
All of our
It works.
Alberta here. It did. It was very loud.
Hey, today's Peter Sikora's birthday, former Edmonton Oiler. Absolutely love that guy.
Played against him a ton.
Stanley Cup. Did he go to Europe after?
Probably.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about Ovi. When I can almost guarantee he goes home and plays for a Russian club team when he's done.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah. Like Yager.
Yeah.
Probably team up with Yager. Okay, so quickly, today's National Play Monopoly Day.
Really?
When's the last time you played Monopoly?
I think I downloaded the app, the game that you'd play online, and I thought people were cheating. I had to get rid of it. But
So what was your strategy with Monopoly? Because you always wanted the two blue ones. I can't remember what they're called.
Boardwalk Park Place.
Park Play. But
I always got Baltic and Mediterranean, the slums.
Those are the best ones.
But you know why? That's why I'm talking about strategy. You know why those are good? Because you're always going to land on those, and people are paying you nonstop. You know what I mean? If you put houses in hotels,
and they're getting $200, so they have it. So you're
you're always making bank.
Yeah, you're a slumlord.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Well, the prices for the boardwalk housing is absurd compared to those. Like you could buy 3 houses. Compared to the boardwalk one, and it's the same amount of money that you get back, but once you land a motel on that, it's game. Like that stretch, they go around, get 200, and then you just take their money right away. It's the best thing ever.
How did you play? Like, what were your rules? Because all the fines, like the income tax and all the cards, if there was you had to pay.
Yeah,
we always put that in the middle. And then if you land on free parking, you got it.
Oh yeah, the pot. Yeah,
so that's what I would do all the time.
Yeah. We didn't do that. Buddy, we change the rules probably every time we play. But you know how you had to pick a little icon or whatever? Yeah. Who would you pick? Like, what would you pick?
Usually it was the thimble.
Okay. I always pick the horse.
The horse?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I picked the wheelbarrow.
Did you?
The wheelbarrow.
I like the shoe.
The shoe was good too.
Hermes shoe or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I played the game on like the Xbox as well because they sold like the Monopoly game pack or whatever through Ubisoft.
Yeah.
And the live board like that you could play with, there's animations and stuff like that. So I don't know, it sounds really stupid, but you could see them wheeling it around or something like that. So you get a cool icon, but there's different like rule sets you could play, like Snake Eyes as well. Like if you land on Snake Eyes, I guess.
Or if you rolled doubles, you went straight to jail, or you had to roll doubles to get out or something.
If you rolled them 3 times, you'd go.
Could you pay to get out? No.
Yep.
You could.
Yeah, but you would just rather.
But I would throw that in the middle too, right? You could pay to get out.
Okay, and then you had to have houses, a certain amount of houses before you can get a hotel.
4 houses, and then you could get a hotel.
Okay.
Yeah, and you'd have to have a house on each one, I think, before you can buy a hotel.
I can't remember. I thought as soon as you got 4, you could put a hotel up regardless.
See, this is where the rules change every single time. This is where the rule book goes
they had
out.
different, like I remember I wanted to get I saw one when my kids were younger and I wanted to get it, but it was way too expensive. But it was like credit card Monopoly. So you just paid, like it actually was just a card and you swiped it in the thing and you paid for everything. And I thought, this is teaching my kids something awful. I can't do that. But they also I thought they had like an NHL one, right?
Oh.
Where you bought the teams.
Oh.
And I was like, I want to get that, but I could never find it again.
Now,
I'm pretty sure it was teams.
Like the AHL teams as well?
No, it's just NHL guys. Yeah.
Okay.
But I think
would it be the Oilers and Buffalo
like,
Sabres? Or?
No, I think it was like Montreal and the Rangers were the Boardwalk and Park Place.
Oh, okay.
Can't remember if Edmonton was like, were they Baltic? Probably back then.
It would be now.
Would be now.
Last question on Monopoly. Everybody had their favorite kind of, avenue or street or whatever it was. I can't even remember to land on. And for some reason, I always liked Connecticut Avenue, which was right after Baltic.
No, that's...
It was blue.
Oh, the blue ones.
Yeah.
The light blue.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know why, but I always wanted to get that one.
I liked, it was either Marvin Gardens or Illinois Avenue. The Illinois was red. Marvin Garvin, I just like the name, the yellow ones. I always tried to get the yellow ones for some reason.
I always wanted the green ones too.
I could care less about those railroads.
I could never, the railroads actually sucked. Those were you should almost just sell them off.
You had to get all 4 for them to do anything.
Exactly. You got 2 or 3, it's not as good. Then you make the trades. But the hardest ones for me, for some reason, I could never land on the red ones, and the green ones would also give me trouble. So anytime I'd get the red ones, I'd buy them, but nothing would happen. Those ones I would always go for, though.
Yeah, here it is. I just looked it up. The the Monopoly Original 6 NHL Monopoly game, $336 right now. Why didn't I buy this back then?
Wow.
I want to see a picture of the board, though.
Everybody's saying the railroads were money.
Yeah, I know. But you had to get all of them, though.
Yeah.
It was just
the electricity and plumbing were the worst.
Oh,
ones.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Electric Ave and
luxury tax, wasn't there one?
Yeah, there was the luxury tax, and everyone just, what was it? You pay something or pay 10% of your salary, and no one wanted to compute the 10%, so they just paid the 200. No one wanted to do any math.
Rip City Steps, respect for the utilities. Yeah, that sucked. It's funny though because everybody's putting in the different rules. I don't think anyone followed the rules; they just made up their own. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Outside of the money you started with, and because I know I remember I met some people that said they would just go straight to hotels, and I was like, well, you kind of lose the.
You can't go. It says it in the rule book.
No, I know, but people make up their own, right?
That's brutal.
I'm gonna tell Iwanek to buy us Monopoly, and we're gonna have a good game one day.
Yeah, I'd love to see this. Actually, it's probably across the street. They have that game store over there. But the original 6 Monopoly, that would be cool.
All right.
Oh, it's okay. So obviously this is Canadian. So on this board, so the Baltic, the slums are San Jose Sharks and Carolina Hurricanes. The light blues, like the Connecticut ones, are the Avs, Oilers, and Coyotes back then.
Yeah.
The purple is Jersey, Capitals, Flames. The yellow is Canucks. I can't really see the. It must. I don't know what that is. Islanders, someone else. I can't see the other ones. The green ones, they're getting a little bit more expensive, are Boston, Rangers, Detroit, and then of course the big dogs are the Canadians, and the top dog is the Toronto Maple Leafs, the most expensive one. But it probably went to how much these teams are actually worth.
Yeah, I know, for sure.
So
man,
that's cool.
Sounds like great. So outside of Boardwalk and Park Place, because they're obvious, what was one avenue? Because most of them were avenues, right? Yes.
Yeah.
That you wanted. Mine was Connecticut. Yours was Marvin
Gardens.
And Illinois. Koob, what did you say?
Well, the ones I'd always want to get were the red and green ones, but I'd always get the very, very light blue ones, or I guess almost gray ones, and the brown ones on that first street, like the lower tier, lowest of the low tier housing. And I'd trade for them. Like I'd make trades. I would trade Boardwalk for 2 of the, the brown colored ones to try and get the set.
Well, that was the thing.
That's the move.
That was the thing too. Like if you got Boardwalk, rarely they land.
No, they never would.
And then you had the chance cards, and what was the other ones? Where you could
community chest.
Community chest. Yeah. Or Caster says Monopoly tournament, BP's Westgate. Oh, hey, we're on to something.
I'm really digging this original 6 one. It's got you land on a hockey mask and a Zamboni are the cheap ones. I think there's the Hart trophies out there. There's a Canadiens jersey, a Rangers jersey, Blackhawks like the original sweaters, right? Oh, it looks awesome.
Oh, that's dope.
How many times did you guys flip the board because you were angry?
I never did.
Okay. Yeah, either did I.
No, I wanted to play.
Yeah, I loved playing.
I was just happy someone would play with me.
All right. We're talking Monopoly for Hernan's World, of course, always presented by the Garrison Memorial Golf and Curling Club. On the other side of the break, it's hour 2. Screw it. Let's do it parlay. We'll talk more hockey. We'll go around the NHL. We're going to talk some F1 as the Vegas Grand Prix goes on Saturday night. And our boy Tim Hauraney, I think he's there. He's going to join us around 2:20 to break it all down. Slam that thumbs up. Hit us up on the Nasty Chat. And, of course, the afternoon inbox, always presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino. Check out their Tap 25 restaurant where you can get the prime rib special for just $18.99. It's available 7 days a week from 11:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. Hour 2 of EST Afternoons on the other side of the break.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne.
The Oilers will make significant changes to the lineup prior to the Olympic break. Quite frankly, I don't think that they have the means to do so. If they could get a goalie that was an obvious upgrade, Bowman would have done it. They look like they've never played together before. Like I mentioned, some of the defensive coverage. Even Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl, as many points as they are producing, they can do more.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne, weekday afternoon 3 to 6, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Running your own small business takes courage, and as it grows, so does your team. That's why Alberta Blue Cross offers health, dental, life, disability, and wellness benefits designed for small businesses, because we know a healthy team means a thriving business. Join over 5,000 Alberta businesses who have chosen us to help their business grow and succeed. Alberta Blue Cross takes care of you and your employees, so you can take care of your business. Visit ab.bluecross.ca to find a plan that's right for you.
When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Skip the couch and hit the Canadian Brewhouse. Your home for every puck drop, every goal, and every cheer. With ice-cold drinks, massive screens, and the best fans in town. This hockey season, our house is your arena.
The Lock Shop.
Another shot from the morning show towards the Lock Shop. That's all I'm going to say.
That's not the case. It's not the case.
Yeah. Baptized Big Uke. Host number 4 calling out the Lock Shop. Classic Dusty.
Host number 4. Come on, you guys.
Going forward, it should be the Lock Shop with Dustin Nielsen, Matthew Wannick, and Huss.
Shut up, Hernan.
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Noah Philp and Curtis Lazar out for the remainder of Edmonton's road trip, both with upper body injuries. That means the Oilers will dress 11 forwards, 7 defensemen against the Capitals. David Tomaszek and Ty Emerson return to the lineup. Swing by Hudson's Wide Ave to join Tom Gazzola for the action. He's live on location for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pre- and post-game shows. Coverage for that starts at 4 o'clock right here on EST. Elsewhere, the Ducks and Bruins face off, having a total of 4 games in the NHL. Down south, Eetu Luostarinen is week to week after suffering burns in a barbecue accident. No set timeline for his return to the Panthers. And from Kelowna, the Oil Kings battle the Rockets. Edmonton looking for 10 straight wins. Puck drop goes at 8 o'clock. In CFL news, the Elks have extended Noah Curtis and Cordell Jackson. Jackson signing through 2027. Curtis locked up for next season. And on the road, it's the Raptors tipping off with the 76ers at 5 o'clock. Toronto is 9-5 on the season on a 4-game win streak with 8 other games going on around the NBA. I'm Zachary Kubusch. That was your sports update. Hour 2 of EST Afternoon starts right now.
Hour 2 here on EST Afternoons. Joaquin Gage, Hernan and Salas, Zach Kubusch coming to you live from the William Huff Studios here in the west side of the city. Since 1952, William Huff has provided industry-leading advertising solutions for thousands of valued clients. Their unparalleled customer service, combined with decades of industry expertise and a desire to make every job the very best it can be, is what they call the William Huff Advantage. Visit their website at williamhuff.com or give them a shout at 780-454-4536. Fun first hour. We talked to Sammi Silber from the Hockey News, previewing the Washington Capitals. We talked a lot about the Oilers' new lines. We'll revisit those, of course. And Hernan's role, we're talking about Monopoly as it's National Play Monopoly Day. I'll be honest, Joaquin, I haven't played in so long. I probably have to read the rules again. I forgot there was a banker.
Yeah.
How much do you start with? $2,000?
I thought it was 2 or 2,500.
I thought it was like, well, it's fully dependent on how many people you're playing with, but I think like the average was 1,500.
It was 15. Yeah,
that's what I'd go with.
1,500. Yeah.
If you're playing with what, like 2 or 3 people, it'd be like $2,000. But I don't think I've played ever with just 2 people. But you want to start with more money for the game to go a bit faster if you don't have many people.
Because then you could you could mortgage the properties, right? If you needed money.
Yeah.
But then they weren't available anymore.
No, you'd have to like flip them or something. Over. Yeah. There's so many. It's such a great game. It's one of the best classics. They're so damn expensive, right?
Yeah, it's well, because my son and I were playing Warhammer 40K, and we went into the store. I think it's called Taps. It's right by where that old that Outback Steakhouse on the south side used to be. Remember Outback Steakhouse? That was great.
You know, I never went there.
What?
Yeah.
What a mistake, man. Yeah, we went in there and there's a ton of board games in there. And I was looking at, because I've always heard like Settlers of Catan, or some of these games are a lot of fun. And Reed's talked to me a little bit about them. I always wanted to buy one, but I was like, geez, I'm not buying that.
Yeah, we always want to play Catan for Christmas, but no one wants to buy it in the family. Well, Reed and Jay say they have their original Monopoly game.
I know.
So that's pretty cool.
Well, I've got one from, at least 20 years ago. So, but it's not like my original one.
She says there was a West Edmonton Mall Monopoly game. I remember that one. Yeah.
Was there?
Yeah, I remember that.
Holy smokes, they'll do anything.
They'll do anything. Big Uke says Monopoly talk over Oilers line stock. Yeah, I know. It's tough. It's tough. But board games are awesome, man. Yeah, we don't, you know what, man? It's like this generation, like I feel like kids just don't play them anymore. Like I feel like board games now have become more for adults.
Well, there's all those adult games, like those Cards Against Humanity. And you know what was a good one? Well, Trivial Pursuit was the big one for adults when I was a kid. But then they had, what was that? It was called Cranium. Yeah. That was a lot of fun where you had to do like sculptures and draw things and stuff. So
Balderdash, I remember.
Yeah.
But I mean, but when I was a kid, Joaquin, I remember playing board games a lot.
Oh, yeah. But also our video game systems had Pong and Asteroids. So we couldn't actually go,
I mean, now with your phone and iPads and your laptop.
There's I would be obsessed with a phone. I won't say I wouldn't be, right? But no, it was something. I see that's how my feed is. It's all 80s. Hey, come on back to the 80s. We're here. 2025 sucks.
To go back, man. Cassette tapes, no cell phones, board games. Hey, how about playing outside?
BMX bikes. I will say this about the kids in my neighborhood. I notice way more kids outside over the past, over this summer. The amount of screaming and yelling I hear from kids outside my house, way more than years past.
It's because there's no good video games out right now. They have no reason to be inside, Gager.
Or maybe they just they're COVID kids. I refer to them as COVID kids. So they were stuck in their house.
Yeah.
And now they can actually go outside and have fun.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like playing video games too, but man, I grew up playing outside most of the time in the summer.
Oh, yeah.
In the winter, you played street hockey all the time. And then you had board games with your cousins or friends. And
well, that was the appeal because I remember when my son bought his first Xbox and I got him the thing and he's on the headset and he's talking to all the kids I went on a field trip with, and I'm like, that's amazing. You'd never have to leave your friends. So you're in constant contact with them all.
I say bring back cassette tapes. If I could bring back one thing.
They brought back records. Why not, right?
Cassette tapes for me it's so nostalgic for me, man. Just get buying your good cassette. Having it in your car.
You have a record player, don't you?
Cool. Yeah, I got way too many records.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I have more records than I probably ever bought, iTunes songs, or even on my Spotify. Well, that'd be a stretch.
Yeah.
That'd be hyperbole. Yeah.
Hyperbole.
Remember, from last week. But no, records are good. I think cassettes are fun. I don't even know if I'd know how to actually rewind one. You just put it in the machine and click the button?
Just hit
rewind,
that easy?
Buddy. What's your favorite cassette that you had then?
Oh, man. It's probably rap music.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Some Wu-Tang?
I remember when I bought Criss Cross when they first came out. I was so happy. You got a little bit of an allowance, and I'm like, I'm going to go buy the Criss Cross album. And they had one good song. It was Jump Jump.
Jump.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm older than you, so. But it was my favorite cassette was Stevie Winwood. Let me see these. For sure, it was Stevie Winwood, but I don't know the name of the actual album.
Well, buying cassettes, would they come with posters or would it just be the cassette? Could you buy them?
So the actual cover, you can pull it out and open it and it'd give you the track list and
fold out?
Yeah.
Because they're not very big.
No.
They're
Back in the
less
High
than the
Life
size of your phone.
for Stevie Winwood would be probably my favorite cassette.
Nice.
I would listen to that on the way to games all the time.
Did they ever have like funky art on them though? Like, colored tracks, or was it just
wait
black?
to pull the little thing out of the cover and check it out. Because it had the lyrics on there and everything.
I loved it, man. It's you have to work to find your favorite song. Might be the fourth song, so you have to fast forward the other and find ribbon. Exactly where it would stop. You know what I mean, right? Because you never knew. But that was beautiful, man. You actually had to work for it.
Well, you could also technically you can make your own mixtape as well, though, right? Even at that time. Yeah, because you'd have to set one and then click record and then
record tape to tape all your favorite songs off the radio too.
See, I missed out on that. Yeah,
you did.
It's too
Coob, you would have enjoyed that because you're an old soul, man.
Yeah, but don't you just go into, I don't know what you do now. Do you meet someone and say, hey, check out my playlist?
Yeah, exactly. That's what you could do.
Spotify.
Well, there's a thing on Spotify where you find your music soulmate. So I don't know what you do in the settings, but you could be like, all right, give me my music soulmate, and they'll match you up with somebody on Spotify, not as a dating thing, but like to check out their profile who has an exact like listening habit to you.
Really?
So like 98% or whatever, whoever's closest to the tunes that you're rocking most of the times.
Good point here by where did this one go? SL Rain says they didn't skip like CDs.
They didn't. Yeah.
Like, I'll be honest, when CDs came out, you bought them because they were the cool thing, but I still prefer my cassette tape.
Wouldn't they crackle though?
No.
They wouldn't be like
until you rewound them too many times. And then what would really be happening? It would be bad. You'd go into your buddy's crappy, Trans Am with his removable cassette, whatever stereo, and you threw your favorite tape in there.
And eat it.
Yeah, and you opened it, and then it was like all the ribbon goes, no! And then you're basically an open heart surgeon getting that thing out, getting a pencil, going in and twirling it and to tighten it back up again. Yeah, we were, man, that was a different time.
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful. This one, BBJ says, stuffing the tape with toilet paper to record off the radio. I don't remember doing that. No.
Huh.
Because you didn't want the stupid disc jockey to talk over the song. And they usually did.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
I guess.
I remember I wanted Summertime from Will Smith so bad. And I was trying to record on the radio, but they would not stop talking over it. Oh, man.
Yeah, and it was basically the same thing as Blockbuster, right? But I remember going to music stores. You go to A&B Sound and go in there and browse all the music.
That was beautiful.
They don't sell.
Yeah, we had to actually get in the car.
Oh, man.
Ask your parents for money or probably to drive you. Yeah, I had to get my parents to drive me or take the bus downtown to A&B Sound, downtown Vancouver, and go and look for the CD. Like A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, there it is.
Yeah. It was beautiful. Wow. Just such a magical time.
Well, even with records like the resurgence, there's not as many cassettes that you see. Sometimes you could get a set from a musician that's more recent, and it might have a cassette there just as like an ode to, we're cool trying to bring that back. But even the record stores that are, say, like Blackbird music or whatever, there's not as many cassettes. There's CDs and records, but no love for cassettes.
Did you ever have a ghetto blaster?
Oh, yeah.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
Did you put it on your shoulder?
I'd walk around like the guy from Do the Right Thing.
That's awesome.
So remember I was telling you months ago that I was back in my old neighborhood in Mill Woods, and there's a basketball court there at one of the schools. And when I grew up right across the street from there. In the summer, that was packed. Everybody playing basketball, and there was always one guy with a big ghetto playing music. And now it's just crickets, man. And I miss that.
That took 25 D batteries to charge.
Oh, yeah.
And it sucked that power after 2 hours.
Yeah, you definitely needed batteries.
Because yesterday it was funny. These kids were walking. I was taking my dog for a walk late at night, and these kids were walking down the street, and they had their Bluetooth speaker. And they were blasting me. But I was the same as 50 years ago, I guess.
Casino Dealer Jay says, you had to cover the tabs in order to record.
Right.
And then he says, at the top, there was 2 holes you stuffed. I don't remember that.
Really?
I'm going to see if I can find a cassette tape and bring it in.
Yeah, Zedmo, I miss A&B Sound. Remember A&B Sound like Boxing Day? Like they had ridiculous, like they had sales. I remember, anyways, in Vancouver, Boxing Day, the line went around the whole block because they were selling TVs, well, back then for like $50, right? But
yeah. Oh, man.
The TVs weighed 800 pounds, but
what was that other music store called? What was it called?
HMV.
HMV, man. That was cool.
Oh, one of the last HMVs, I think. Well,
I don't know. Mall. What's there now?
The Southgate?
No, the West End. It's underneath the theaters.
Yeah.
There used to be that's where the last one was.
That's where the Lego store was. They had...
the Lego store's there now, but against the wall.
Oh, they had the Sunrise, like right near the Bubba Gump.
Yeah.
Trip. That's where, I think they had the Sunrise record there too. And then I think they absorbed the HMV for a while. And then I don't think there's anything there right now. But at Southgate, it's gone. That was my favorite spot to go to, man.
And with that, this is from Expazuzu. It feels good to remember all these good times, man. Cassette tapes, bring them back, please. Speaking of cassette tapes, we'll see if Tim Hauraney was a big fan of cassette tapes.
Oh, yeah.
He's coming up next to tee up the Las Vegas Grand Prix. I'm pretty sure he's down there in Sin City. We'll see what kind of stuff our boy Tim's getting up to. Keep the messages coming into the River Korean Box 780-218-9999. And of course, the Nasty Chat, slam that thumbs up for cassette tapes. We're back after the break.
The Oilers and Capitals matchup in Washington. Edmonton dressing 11 forwards, 7 defensemen with Curtis Lazar, Noah Philp out for the remainder of the road trip with upper body injuries. Ty Emberson and David Tomaszek step into the lineup. Join Tom Gazzola on location at Hudson's Wide Ave for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pre- and post-game shows. Coverage for that starts at 4 o'clock right here on EST. 3 other games in the NHL, including the Flames dead last in the NHL, visiting Buffalo to play the Sabres at 5:30. And from Boston, Charlie McAvoy has undergone facial surgery after taking a puck to the face Saturday night against the Canadiens. No timeline on his return to play. On the road, the red-hot Oil Kings play the Rockets in Kelowna. Edmonton first in the Eastern Conference on a 9-game win streak. Puck drop for that is at 8. And in Edmonton, the Elks have extended Noah Curtis and Cordell Jackson. Jackson's contract is good through 2027, with Curtis being locked up to the end of the 2026 campaign. 9 games in the association. The Raptors test the 76ers at 5 o'clock. Toronto looking for 5 straight wins. This sports update is brought to you by the Capital Care Foundation. Financial support deeply affects residents at Capital Care, whether it's a one-time donation or monthly contribution. Every penny counts. Find out how you can donate at Capital Care Foundation.net. Tim Hauraney checks in next. I'm Zachary Kubusch, keeping you up to date.
When you cater with Royal Pizza, you're getting the same great pizzas, pastas, and salads you love, just bigger and built for a crowd. Perfect for teams, offices, or parties, Royal Pizza's catering brings real value around $10 per person. Delicious, high quality, and easy. If you like their pastas, you'll love their catering pastas even more. Visit royalpizza.ca or contact your local store for exact pricing and details.
So come on home, Royal Pizza, still making it great.
Sentinel Storage is proud to partner with Toy Mountain in support of Big Brothers Big Sisters Boys and Girls Club. Between now and December 19th, drop off a new unwrapped toy at a Sentinel Storage near you and bring a smile to a child this holiday season.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. Celebrate the holiday season with the Tenors. Joy to the World Tour at River Cree, December 19th. From timeless classics to fresh renditions of favorites, the Tenors arrive just in time for Christmas. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
Running your own small business takes courage, and as it grows, so does your team. That's why Alberta Blue Cross offers health, dental, life, disability, and wellness benefits designed for small businesses, because we know a healthy team means a thriving business. Join over 5,000 Alberta businesses who have chosen us to help their business grow and succeed. Alberta Blue Cross takes care of you and your employees, so you can take care of your business. Visit ab.bluecross.ca to find a plan that's right for you.
We're back here on EST Afternoons. Joaquin, Gage, Hernan and Salas, Zachary Kubusch. Lots coming in on cassette tapes. This one says cassette tapes, 8-track all the way. Love riding in my dad's truck, trying every 8-track I could find. Yeah, it's different times, man. Different times. HMV.
If you're in the States, Tower Records.
What was the other one called? The one you went.
A&B Sound.
A&B Sound. I used to go get concert tickets.
Really?
Yeah. All right. We'll see if Tim's a big fan of cassette tapes as Joaquin and I are. Because he joins us now on the Old Country Towing hotline. Tim, are you down in Sin City?
I am, yeah. I just got in yesterday, actually. And I was a big fan of cassette tapes when I was a kid.
Oh, man. Do you remember your first cassette or your favorite cassette tape?
Oh my gosh. I had a couple. I would say, what do I want to say here? Maybe Beck was probably
okay.
one of the first ones. What was it? Mellow and Gold? Is that what it was called? His first album.
Okay.
I had that on cassette. That was probably my first one. And then, obviously Nirvana and stuff like that. I think my brother and I had Public Enemy, and then our mom took it away. And then we never saw them ever again. We never saw those cassettes ever again. So,
that's funny.
Tim, it's crazy because you're a Niners fan, and one of my first cassette tapes was Public Enemy as well. Unbelievable. The connection. Next time you're in Vegas, just tell TSN you need an assistant, and shoot me a message, and I'll go down there.
Okay, you just spin some records for us.
All right, Tim. Well, you're down there for the Grand Prix. Gets going tomorrow with free practice. Then we got qualifying, then the race coming up as well. What can you tell us? What's the vibe like there in Vegas ahead of this big race where McLaren's boys, Lando, looks to close it out?
Yeah, it's. First of all, the weather on the weather side of things, it's actually really cold here this time around. Colder than it was last year, I would say. And last year was pretty cold.
Really?
Yesterday, it rained, massive amount of rain that caused a lot of flooding in the streets and things of that nature. And it's not supposed to rain for the rest of the weekend, but I don't know, guys. I'm in the paddock right now, getting ready for media day here. And a lot of dark clouds around. It's not nighttime, obviously. So yeah, it's going to be interesting weather. It's going to really affect how some of these teams perform. And you had mentioned McLaren there. This isn't a track they were good at last year. It wasn't, and they weren't good at it. They weren't good at it either year before that when they first came here. And for Lando Norris, this is also a track that is not well suited to him. So I think for Oscar Piastri, who trails him by 24 points in the Drivers' Championship standings, I think this could be a weekend where Oscar maybe tries to claw back some points. Do I see McLaren as being the favorite here this weekend? No, I don't. I think they'll be strong, but I don't think they'll be one of the favorites. I think that goes to Mercedes and that of George Russell.
Tim, are we going to see Red Bull kind of trim out the car just with the long straights of this track? And does it, obviously Max always has a chance to win this thing, but is the Red Bull car going to be on par with the Mercedes, or is this something unique to Mercedes? Because if memory serves correct, the Mercedes car does better in cold weather.
It does. It really does. And I think for this weekend, when you take a look at George and you take a look at Max, I think those two could probably be on the front row here. It is a track that does suit Red Bull. Red Bull has gone very well here in the past. Obviously George winning here last year, and then Max finishing on the podium, if I'm not mistaken, and winning his fourth Drivers' Championship. I think it could be a mix. Also, you throw in Ferrari as well, and you could have 3 drivers, maybe 4 drivers fighting for race victory here this weekend. I mean, obviously a big story is the Drivers' Championship battle.
Yeah.
And then also Max Verstappen. It's kind of like, can he still play a role in this championship fight? I mean, he's 49 points back of Lando Norris. It's going to be tough, considering he basically needs like Lando and both Oscar essentially not to finish this race, and for himself to score maximum points, for him to realistically have a chance. I mean, I know Stefano Domenicali did say that he felt that Max was still in contention for race the Drivers' Championship here, but I don't know, guys. I don't see it.
Tim Hauraney from TSN, F1 and IndyCar Insider, and of course a host on the Nailing the Apex podcast, the best F1 podcast out there. Tim, we're going to talk about Ferrari here and what their chairman had to say about his drivers, pretty much saying just you need to focus more on driving and talk a little bit less. Well, what's that situation? Is it ongoing? Are you going to hear from him here at the Las Vegas Grand Prix? What's going on? What's the latest with Ferrari?
I don't know if I'm going to hear from John Elkann. Obviously, those comments were pretty crazy, to say the least. And for himself to say that this was actually a good car and the driver should talk less and drive more. I mean, if they gave them a better car, I'm sure they would be driving more and talking way less. But they're just frustrated, right? And they have every right to be. I don't think it is a very good car. It's not as good as it was last year, that's for sure. Coming into this season, they were looking to make a step, but they didn't. And they've created a car that was probably worse than last year's car. And I think for the likes of both Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc, they have every right to be frustrated. And I think, this weekend here in Vegas, we're going to get a chance to talk to Lewis, and we're going to get a chance to talk to Charles. That's going to happen later tonight. And they're going to have to face the media and answer some pretty tough questions. So we'll see what happens, see what comes out of it. That's for sure. But I don't think those comments were taken very well by either driver.
Tim, I was looking at some of the new liveries of these cars. There's some sharp looking ones, but I went down the rabbit hole and kind of had a look at what the Cadillac car is going to look like. And just looking ahead to next year, does everyone start at just ground zero here, or what can they take from this year's cars into the new regulations? Is there anything that they can do, and can Cadillac be somewhat competitive, or is this just a complete learning year for them next year?
Yeah, I don't think honestly they can take much from these cars into next year. I mean, maybe they can take a few things, but for the most part, it's a big regulation change that's coming upon them. Not only from the power unit side, which is having a massive overhaul, but also from the car and chassis side as well, which is also getting a massive overhaul. For Cadillac, it's going to be difficult, guys. Like you have to remember, this is a team that's like starting from scratch. Mm-hmm. They still don't have all the personnel that they really truly need. And they want to make this like an American team, but the reality of it is that, a lot of the talent, comes from Europe, it comes from Canada, it comes from other parts of the world. And, they're going to have to go around and start really recognizing and maybe taking, some of that, maybe doing the old brain drain from some of the other teams, right, to bring over some talent to really help them fast track this program, because it is going to take them quite a while. I think they did well in securing Valtteri Bottas and Sergio Perez. I think that was a really smart move on their part. You have a lot of experience there. You have talent as well, which is great. That's going to help drive them forward and help them understand where can they go right and where can they go wrong and where do they avoid doing that. And Pat Simmons on the same side of things, he's built like what was it he was telling me? He built like 40 F1 cars. And so he knows what he's doing. He's a little older, obviously, but he's been in the sport for a very long time, like going back to like the Jordan days. However, a lot of knowledge there as well that they're really going to need to lean on, and he's going to play a big part of that team as well, and getting that car ready for next season. But yeah, it's not going to be easy, guys. They are definitely going to be pushing water uphill for the first few years.
Tim, I know we asked you kind of the mid-season, like your top rookie so far, and I think for the consensus on your podcast was Isaac Hajar. Has that changed at all here as we kind of get ready to close out the season?
I would also factor in Gabriel Bortoleto as well.
Yeah,
the driver down at Sauber, soon to be Audi. I would factor him in too, because he's been very good, very, very good, especially in qualifying. He's actually been better than Hulkenberg at some points, which is quite surprising, because Nico's no slouch when it comes to pumping in good quality laps. And I would say that he's done well to learn from him. He's done really well to learn from Hulkenberg, and I think also Nico really likes him at the same point. And I think for Nico, it's always been about trying to teach him as much as he can to try and get him ready, because I think he also does see him as like one of those drivers of the future in terms of like maybe championship potential guys. Like, he is a very, very, very good driver that I think it doesn't get talked about enough. So yeah, Gabriel Bortoleto would be the other driver I'd factor into the top rookies.
Yeah, sorry. I think it was Bortoleto you said, and then I know Hajar's name was thrown in there as well. But Tim, you're always a beauty for joining us. I know you're busy down there covering the race. Enjoy Vegas, enjoy the race, and I'm sure we'll chat soon, my friend.
Great. Thanks very much for having me, guys. Really appreciate it.
All right. Tim Hauraney, F1 IndyCar Insider, TSN, Nailing the Apex podcast. Great podcast.
We got to ask him about next time. Remind me. There's rumors of them going to the V8 engines in 2029.
Ooh. Yeah, someone put that in the chat, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting next year. Are we just waiting for the other Red Bull seat to fall, and then we're pretty much set for where everybody's driving?
Yeah, because Yuki's done after this.
So it's pretty much that seat and then the two Red Bull racing. I mean the what are they called? The
RB,
the second team.
Yeah, the second team. The rookie team is what they say.
With Liam Lawson and
Liam's in for next year for sure, but the driver that's going to take that other seat, because Hajar's moving up, right? I forget his name. Do you think why are they putting Hajar in that seat?
It's like, let's keep doing the same thing over.
Yeah,
and expecting a different result.
I mean, he's done well this year, but I really think to have a competitive team with Max Verstappen, you have to have someone that's with a lot more experience than a couple years.
I'd keep Yuki for another year.
Well, you might, like, everything changes too, and you know what they were talking about. I was reading this thing about Laurent Mekies and how he has just changed that whole complexion of that Red Bull team. Just looking at it from a completely different angle, having that engineer angle. So, yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. Maybe, who knows, man? This race is fun. I didn't think from what I heard when they first went there that it was going to be an exciting race, but it is a real exciting race to watch.
Van Owen says you're thinking of Lindblad occasion.
Is it Lindblad? Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Van Owen.
It's great. Can't wait for this race because you can watch it at night, nice and relaxed. You don't have to get up super duper early.
I like getting up super duper early.
See, I'm like the complete opposite.
Yeah.
Oh, man. It's been a fun show. We talked a lot about Monopoly. It's National Play Monopoly Day. I still don't know how we got into cassette tapes, but...
You're a fanatic. We got to screw it. Let's do it to get to it.
We're going to do that as well. We've been kind of cold lately. Hey, great job on Celebrini yesterday. Hat trick, him and Bedard. Great job, Koob, picking Larkin. He scored, and I screwed up.
Okay, let's... Nasties, help Hernan out with a pick. Like,
Why is Big Uke saying, "Don't worry, Hernan, I'm not going anywhere"? What did I say?
Because he's going to stick with it. I'm assuming, even with your crappy picks.
Well, I picked Eichel.
Yeah, that should have.
Yeah,
should we ask what should we do here? Should we ask ChatGPT to make one of the picks?
No.
Should we?
I should have took Coronado. He scored.
I think you should. Here's a few places I think you should look tonight.
Okay.
Obviously, if you want a for sure thing, I think. Well, I don't know if that's a sure. Never mind.
Sure?
I just got to figure out who's due.
Coronado.
He's always
the
due.
Sabres.
Not with that goalie in.
I mean, I would look to Minnesota, Anaheim. Boston's at Anaheim tonight. I would look for what's his name? Carlson?
Leo?
Oh, Leo.
No, it's because I said I'd keep Yuki. So you thought he meant Big Yuki?
Oh.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay, we're going to get out. We're going to come back and talk more Oilers. Did you see Patrick Roy yesterday chirping Mikko Rantanen on the dirty hit?
Really?
He promised retribution next time they played.
Yeah, he said next time.
Next time you won't leave the ice. I'll look it up. And then Bedard, Celebrini, both scoring hatties. Like the young guys are taking over.
He's making me eat my words at Bedard.
Yeah. And Ike Howard, scored 3 points in 2 games. Good for him.
Yeah. A good little give and go on. I watched that goal.
Good
nice
stuff.
That's
Good
what happens when he plays more than 7 minutes a night.
Stop it, Coop.
That's a good point, Coop. Hey, the Afternoon Inbox presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino. Check out their happy hour. 525 drinks available Sunday to Thursday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. We close it out next and get you ready for the Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Mill.
The Oilers are a bit banged up with Curtis Lazar and Noah Philp missing the remainder of their road trip with upper body injuries. The Oilers will dress 11 forwards, 7 defensemen tonight against the Capitals. Ty Emberson and David Tomaszek returning to the lineup. Catch the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. Tom Gazzola and Ben Thompson preview the action with Tommy hosting the show on location from Hudson's Wide Ave. Tune in at 4 o'clock only on EST. A trio of other games in the NHL. The Canes and Wild go at it while the Flames and Sabres clash. We also have Boston visiting Anaheim. And in Boston, Charlie McAvoy is out of commission. He underwent facial surgery after taking a puck to the face Saturday against the Habs. No timeline on his return. WHL action. The Oil Kings and Rockets drop the puck at 8 o'clock. Edmonton looking for 10 wins in a row. Back at home, the Double E have extended Noah Curtis and Cordell Jackson. Curtis is now signed through the end of next season, with Jackson locked up through 2027. To the NBA, it's the Raptors and 76ers matching up. Toronto on a 4-game win streak. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc. Locally owned and operated since 1993. They're more than just plywood. They offer everything from doors and flooring to decking, fencing, and custom millwork. Windsor Plywood Leduc. They're the experts you need to know. The final segment of EST Afternoons brings us back following the break. I'm Zachary Kubusch, keeping you up to date.
Wing showdown time at the Canadian Brewhouse. Creamy street corn goes head-to-head with Mexican chili lime. 2 bold flavors battling for your taste buds. Grab them anytime, or just 69 cents every Wing Wednesday. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. Celebrate the holiday season with the Tenors. Joy to the World Tour at River Cree, December 19th. From timeless classics to fresh renditions of favorites, the Tenors arrive just in time for Christmas. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement. Bet on it.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Hockey is heating up, and so is the excitement on Play Alberta. With casino winners every hour, jackpots worth millions, and revenue that stays in the province, there's never been a better time to sign up. Right now, our listeners can score a $50 free bet when they make a minimum $50 deposit with code EST50. That's code EST50 for a $50 free bet. Start playing with your game sense today to find out if you're Alberta's next winner. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, please use your game sense. At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
We're back here on EST Afternoons, closing it out, getting you ready for Reed Wilkins, J-Mill. They'll take you right up until 4 with the Reed Wilkins Show. Then Tom Gazzola jumps on for the Oil Stream pregame show. He'll be live at Hudson's on White, so go say hi to Tommy. And then Reed and Jay will jump on for the last hour, and they'll take you right up until 6. Game day tomorrow again, so we're right back at it, guys. It's going to be a busy week for Oilers hockey, and then they'll close out their road trip Saturday from Florida, I think. Yes.
Sanders? Yeah.
This one says, whoever hasn't scored this year on the Caps roster will clearly score tonight. Maybe 2 goals. Hendricks Laperriere is the pick. Dave in Section T says, where does Kimmy fit in there with the rookies? He fell off for a large part. I think that's why he's not included in the Rookie of the Year, Joaquin.
Who?
Kimmy Antonelli.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he struggled for about 6-7 races.
He started well and then had some, it just
dipped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But showing that after last race, showing there's something there. That's great. That's encouraging for
first
Mercedes
podium
fans. Yeah.
Yeah. This one says, I found an old HMV receipt from 2008 not long ago. The amount of car stereo stuff did I buy from A&B or International stereo back in the day? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I remember getting in your buddy's car and it was all subwoofer in the back.
I had a body like that.
The rear view was shaking as you were driving, and it just hurt.
And all I wanted to do was have a conversation. And
that was unbelievable.
What does it say there? Record Collector's Paradise has a lot of tapes. Interesting. Very interesting. They didn't skip, but sometimes the tape machine ate your tape and you had to pull it out and rewind it with the Yeah, I take that, man. Everyone wants a cassette tape until you have to wind the tape up with the pencil. I don't know. And speaking of cool goalie names, Pokey Reddick.
Yeah.
Artis Urbe.
Arturs.
Artie. Best helmet in the game, baby. Best helmet in the game. Okay, let's get to screw it. Let's do a parlay. We've been a little bit cold for Play Alberta inside the numbers. Deposit $50 or more and you get a $50 free bet or casino bonus using EST Sports, EST50, or EST Casino. Who wants the honors of going first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
And this woman, I like this player. I think I'm gonna go Logan Stankoven point.
Ooh, good one. Stankoven point. Okay. Kubalicious.
Yeah, well, this guy is matched up on the first line with McDavid and Matt Savoy. Jack Roslovic, point. He's been on fuego.
All right. I'm going to go to that game, too.
Are you?
I'm going to go Alexander Ovechkin goal.
Yeah,
let's
why
go.
Not?
Why not?
Why not?
It's his last game. Well, no, second last game against the Oilers. Let's go.
And that line of Stankoven, Ehlers, and Blake, they're good.
Yeah. So Stankoven point, Roslovic point, Ovi goal.
Let's do it.
Who's riding? Let's ride, baby.
Screw it.
Screw it. Let's do it. Should be fun.
Score tonight?
Ooh. You know what, Gage? I'm gonna say 5-4.
This thing? I don't know.
I'm gonna say 5-4. I just don't know who.
5-4.
Yeah, a lot of goals.
You were wrong last time on that.
Logan Thomson has great numbers this year, though.
Yeah,
he's the best goalie in the league.
Yeah.
These are their lines quickly. Strome with Ovechkin and McMichael. Sortif with Protas and Wilson. Anthony Beauvillier with Nick Dowd and Ryan Leonard. And then Hendrix Laperriere with Ethan Frank and Brandon Duhaime. Defensively, how do you say that?
Favari? Martin Favari?
Farvara. With John Carlson. Matt Roy with Jacob Chikrin. Rasmus Sandin with TVR. You know who that is? Trevor Van Riemsdyk. Logan Thomson gets the start. What are you thinking for the game? Oilers win?
No.
So decisive.
There's a size factor with that second line. And that Protas and Wilson. And with the defensive play of the Oilers and now the restructuring, I just think those guys are going to feast.
We'll wait until they feel the wrath of Trent Frederick.
Or maybe you'll get the Butcher. The Butcher will re-enter the conversation.
Why do you do this to us, Hernan? What? I'm not saying just because Ovi's going to score, they're going to win, right? Oilers can win 6-1 and Ovi gets the only goal.
Yeah.
Well, still, we're all winners.
You bet with your mind, not your heart.
Use your game sense.
Exactly.
Roslovic point, Stankoven point, Ovi goal. Sure.
That's solid.
Sure.
Almost thought I was almost going to go with Roslovic goal myself, but I held off just with the point.
Birthdays today. Meg Ryan, 64, Joaquin.
Really?
Jodie Foster, 63.
Saw her on Colbert last night.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Her best movie, obviously, is Silence of the Lambs.
I beg to differ.
Which one? Panic Room?
No, it's the real awful one.
She was in Taxi Driver, right?
Yeah, as a kid. What's that one?
She has some great movies.
Also, while you looked that up, Joaquin, on this day in 1982, the first of two episodes of... Never mind. Screw that one. 1999, Super Smash Brothers was released.
Oh, man. They got so many games out now. What, they got over 10 of them or something?
The Accused. That's the one.
Oh, that's a true story. That's when she was young, right?
She wasn't that young. But yeah, she was younger.
It's like a 90s.
88, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually saw that movie like a few months ago.
It was filmed in Vancouver.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that right?
I know where that awful scene is the bar. I drove past that to go to North Delta, I think.
Yeah. It's a good movie, but it's a hard watch.
Yeah, very hard.
Yeah. So, no, that's a good one. Panic Room. She's been in a lot, man.
You know, I don't mind her in The Inside Job.
Okay.
It's the one with Denzel Washington and Clive Owen. That's the bank robbery one?
Yeah.
That's good.
Contact's good too.
Contact, I watch that a lot.
Yeah, Panic Room. Surprisingly, gave me a lot of panic.
Really?
Yeah.
And that's with Twilight Girl too. She's in that.
Yeah. Forrest Whitaker's in it.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, he's the bad guy, isn't he?
He's like the bad guy, but he's good.
Oh.
Like he feels bad.
Huh.
But he's too
Do you have a panic room?
No.
I call it the bathroom.
No. Freaky Friday. She's not in Freaky Friday.
No.
That's Jamie Lee.
Yeah.
And there's a new one out with Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Lindsay Lohan's in both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I'm just saying they did.
They did another. It's Freakier Friday.
Yeah, with I think Lindsay Lohan's daughter.
Oh, is it?
Like in the movie. Right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Maverick. Never seen it. Is that with Mel Gibson?
Maverick. Oh, she's in Elysium. You ever see? It's called The Beaver. You
No.
ever see that with Jodie Foster?
No.
Mel Gibson's in it, and he's got like a hand puppet that's a beaver, and that's how he talks.
Oh, they're saying she was in the original Freaky Friday.
Oh, really?
I didn't know that.
In
the 70s? How old is
Nell? That was a big one of hers. Little Man Tate. Gosh, she's been in a lot of movies.
Yeah, man. She's a hell of an actress. Meg Ryan, too. Message in a Bottle.
Oh, I guess she is in Freaky Friday, the original.
Yeah.
76.
Wow.
Huh. Wow.
Okay, we gotta get old Joaquin. He's gonna be angry at us.
He was already angry this morning.
Yeah, he's been angry.
He's an angry guy.
Shout out to Sammi Silber from the Hockey News. Our boy Tim Hauraney down from Vegas. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for the thumbs up. Enjoy the game tonight. Who the hell knows what's going to happen? And get in on the Screw It, Let's Do It parlay. For Joaquin, for Koob, I'm Hernan saying thank you. We love you. Chowders.